We are back for another day of the Hoop Scoop Media Top 100 Countdown, and at the number 11 team in the country, we have the Houston Cougars. What's up, college basketball fans? I'm Hoop Scoop Media co-founder Austin Getchy, and welcome to the Hoop Scoop Media Top 100 College Basketball Teams Countdown. In this series, we'll be counting down our top 100 teams for next season and releasing a video every day until the college basketball season begins. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and give our social medias a follow. Simple things like that help more college basketball fans like you enjoy our content. With that being said, enjoy the rest of the video and 99 other videos in this series. Under Kelvin Sampson's leadership, Houston has risen to a national power. Despite being an historically rich basketball program, the Cougars never had a top 70 team in the KenPom era before Sampson took over. He's changed the whole landscape of Houston basketball, as they are now coming off 3 straight top 5 finishes in KenPom. They've been the power of the AAC, but now it's time for a new challenge as the Cougars join the Big 12 this offseason. Houston has thrived playing mediocre competition all year long and still deserves ranking the seeding they have gotten, but now they're in the best conference in college basketball and will play top teams in the country night in and night out. If Houston is going to carry their success over to the power conference level, they'll have to do so without some notable players from last year. Marcus Sasser, the Conference Player of the Year and an All-American, started his pro career and was selected in the first round of the NBA draft. Jarris Walker also started his pro career and was a top 10 pick. Starting guard Tremont Mark entered the transfer portal and landed at Arkansas. Backup big Reggie Chaney exhausted his eligibility and tragically passed away this summer. However, Houston still does have some intriguing pieces on their roster. One is point guard Jamal Crawford, the AAC Defensive Player of the Year last season. He's a solid point guard, having an assist rate of nearly 30% and showing scoring flashes, being in double digits the last 8 games of the season. Next to him in the backcourt is Baylor transfer LJ Cryer, who has already been an all-conference player in the Big 12. He's a high-level scorer, averaging 15 points in the season at an efficient rate. In conference play, he shot over 45% from three-point range. Despite a loss, he ended the season with a 30-point game in the tournament. One thing he will need to be better on, however, is his defense, as he's been a below-average defender at Baylor. The Cougars also returned Jawan Roberts in the frontcourt. He's a very efficient inside scorer, leading the AAC in true shooting percentage. He's also a good rebounder and rim protector, and he's more than capable of playing at the Big 12 level. Sampson brought in Temple transfer Damen Dunn, who could see a big role. Dunn is a wing who can score at all 3 levels and is very good at gaining the free throw line. He scored 16 points in a win over Houston last year. Houston also has a couple of breakout candidates. One is Terrence Arseno, a rising sophomore. He struggled most of last season, but an offseason of development under Kelvin Sampson could easily turn him into an above-average Big 12 starter and a future NBA player. Another potential breakout is Emmanuel. He also didn't see a huge role last year, although got more minutes towards the end of the season and played well in Houston's tournament games. He was a solid shooter and should be more effective in year 2. Javier is another bench player that could see an expanded role. He didn't see a ton of playing time last year, but was a dominant shot blocker, rebounder, and efficient inside scorer that could be the next tough big that Sampson produces. The other returner who played last year is Ramon Walker. Although he medically redshirted after only playing in a few games, he could be a solid depth piece on this team. Another returner is Miley Wilson, who sat out all of last season. He's a very good defensive guard who also gives lots of experience to the Cougars off the bench. Cedric Lath also returns, a redshirt freshman who enrolled at the semester break last year. Sampson also brought in a very strong freshman class. Joseph Tugler is a great fit for Houston as a tough forward who gets after on the glass and is a winning player. Jacob McFarland is a long big man who is a solid rim protector and has lots of upside to unlock. The final commit is combo guard Cordelius Jefferson, a good defender and shooter with upside. Overall, Houston should make a smooth transition to the Big 12. Kelvin Sampson has built strong teams on both sides of the ball, and with the roster they have this year, I don't anticipate that changing. They've been a very physical team, something that translates very well up a level. My biggest concern with the team is Cryer's defense, but I'm confident it'll be worked out enough to where he's not a complete liability on that end. I currently have the Cougars sitting at second in the Big 12 and have a chance to compete for first in their inaugural year in the conference. Houston fans, comment below your thoughts and where you'd personally have the Cougars ranked. We will be back tomorrow for the number 10 team in the country. Subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss it.